wabarakatuh. My name is Shindy Satia Desti, and today I will presentation about national language and language planning. Have you ever heard about it? Okay, national language is
difference between official and national language. A national language is the language of a political, cultural, and social unit. It is generally developed and used as a symbol of national unity. Its functions are to identify the nation and unite the people. However, the official language is a language which may be used for government business. Its functions are utilitarian rather than symbolic. One language of these two can serve both functions. For example, India has failed to label Hindi as a national language. Therefore, there are 14 official languages alongside English and Hindi. Zaire has 4 African languages as national language. Haiti has 2 national languages, Haitian Creole and French, but French is the official language. Next, official status. English is an official language in countries like Pakistan, Jamaica, and Vanuatu, and often shares this status with one of the indigenous languages such as Malay and Swahili in Tanzania. Many minorities would like to gain official status for their language, but the cost of providing service and information in all official languages are considerable. Next, what drives the national language? A national language of a political entity would emerge as the official language. One nation, one language was an effective slogan. Linguistic nationalism in Europe grew by the 19th century in the double in 20th century when colonized countries become independent. At the time, nationhood and independence were important political issues around the world. Next, in multilingual countries like Tanzania, Indonesia and China and Philippines, the symbolic value of a national language in the face of colonization become very strong. And in single dominant group, the issue of choosing an official language does not arise. In Somalia, Somali is the first language and the national official language. In Denmark, Danish is the first and the national language. Next, political influence in multilingual countries play a role in choosing the national language. For example, when Philippines gained independence, Philippine became the national language. It was based on Tagalog, the language of the most influential political group in the country. Next, the process of selecting the national language planning. 4 steps are crucial for making a language suitable for official use. First, selection. Choosing the variety to be developed. It is usually based on a political decision. Second, codification, corpus planning, linguistic processing. It has to do with standardizing the structural and linguistic features of the variety. Third, elaboration, extending the function of the variety to be used in more domains. This involves developing a necessary linguistic resource for handling new concepts and context. Last, securing its acceptance. Status of the variety and attitudes of the people towards it must be taken in consideration. Selection. The first president in Tanzania chose Swahili as the official national language. It was difficult to choose English as it was the language of the colonized. The choice was based on the fact that Swahili was already the language of education. It also served as a lingua franca of the anti-colonial movement and strengthened social relations between different groups that were subject to colonization. Swahili is also identified as an African language, as it belongs to the Bantu family. British administration before independence. A southern variation of Swahili was selected as the basis for the standard. The codification involved developing spelling system, describing grammar, and writing a dictionary for the vocabulary. After independence, Swahili was used for many contexts of education, administration, politics, and law. The vocabulary extended to cover the needs of new contexts by borrowing from English and Arabic. The President recommended that Swahili would be used for post-secondary education, high court, and government. This required more vocabulary for making new technical terms needed for different fields. Next, attitudes. Because Swahili was used to unite the people of Tanzania, it was regarded in positive way. Tanzanians were very loyal to the language that united them in working towards freedom. The language also acquired the charisma of the president who used Swahili in different occasions rather than English. Literary works of Shakespeare were also translated into Swahili. Swahili had a natural status because it was not identified with a particular tribe. Next, codification and elaboration. The new Norwegian was subject to a process of codification and elaboration by Ivar Aasen, a school teacher who wrote a grammar and a 40,000-word dictionary and identified common grammatical patterns in different dialects and chose vocabulary from range of a different dialects also. He chose the forms that were the less corrupted and influenced by Danish. Rural dialect solved the problem of functional elaboration or extending the use of Norwegian into domains where Danish had been regarded as the appropriate choice. Next, by the 20th century, language scholars tried to bring Bokna and Lansma together to their codification effort. After WWII, there was a gap between the two languages, and the gap widened by 1990 when there were arguments about the appropriate written form of Norwegian. The two languages, though different, share common syntactic features and morphological variants. However, they differ in terms of words. Pronouncement is made by Norwegian Language Council, which identifies the appropriate pronouncement.